Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are about to go hit a pull day. Basically, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of biceps like I always do, and then I'm also gonna throw in a little bit of triceps as well. Before we go though, I did get a Monster. This is my second workout of the day, so no pre-workout for this workout. I also have a Rice Krispie treat as well to throw in as well for some pumps. So it's going to be a pretty good workout. Make sure you all stick around to the end though, because at the end I'm going to give you basically 8 tips for beginners looking to start getting into the gym or start working out. So make sure you stick around for that. Besides that though, enjoy the motherfucking montage, bruh. Yo, hopefully y'all enjoyed that montage. I've recently gotten a lot of questions asking about this topic, so I thought, why not make a video on it? 8 tips for beginners looking to start the gym and don't really know how to go about it, or just people looking to start their workout journey and just looking for a couple tips to get started. They're not listed in a certain order, but these are just 8 tips that I would have given myself if I could go back in time and talk to my younger self when I was just getting started lifting, and just a few tips that I think could help anybody. Even if you already work out, some of these still might help you today. So number 1 is stretching. Stretching is something that I even catch myself still today lacking with, but stretching is super important, and it's good for your joints and like your bones. Your future self will really thank your younger self for stretching now. You know how you'll sometimes see those older people walking around in pain? It's probably because like some of them, you know, were lifting but not stretching very well. Like look at Ronnie Coleman. I don't know very much. I don't know if he stretched very well, but I can probably assume he hasn't, because he's in a wheelchair and he was lifting all that heavy weight and bodybuilding for years and years and years, and now he like can hardly move because he probably didn't stretch. But that's just my take on stretching. Another one is have a gym bag with all of your gym essentials. I recently just started getting into bringing a gym bag to work out with, probably within the past like year and a half, and it is super convenient. I carry my deodorant, I carry a belt, an extra shirt sometimes, my camera if I'm bringing my camera, pre-workout if I'm bringing pre-workout. But yeah, it's just super convenient. You could bring, like for the ladies, it's probably even more convenient. You don't need to bring a purse. You could just put everything in your gym bag. So that's basically why I recommend having a gym bag with you. It'll come in clutch sometimes, I'm telling you. Actually take rest days to recover. This is something that a lot of people don't do, and they just think that, you know, taking a rest day might kill their gains, or they're losing out on potential growth because they're not working out, and that is not the case whatsoever. It took me a long time to realize that. There were times where I would go months without taking a rest day, or skipping the gym, and it was because, like, one, I hate not going to the gym. I feel bored as hell, and I'm sure a lot of gym rats can relate to me on that, but I'm telling you, just take a day off, man. You only really need to go to the gym like 5-6 days a week. You don't need to go 7 days a week every single day. You're just gonna hurt yourself. Your body needs the rest. You're destroying your muscles every single time you go to the gym. So if you're not giving your muscles the time to rest, they won't build back bigger and stronger than they were before. You're just gonna keep tearing them down. So make sure you're getting your rest days in. Another tip, don't compare yourselves to others. This comes with physique and when you're talking about strength as well. Oftentimes with social media, you get people comparing themselves, women and men, comparing themselves to others, and oftentimes letting themselves down and not giving yourself enough credit. You know, you've worked super hard, and sure, so have they, but just because they look better than you or they're stronger than you doesn't mean that they didn't come from the same place that you did. Doesn't mean that they don't put on their shoes the same way you put on your shoes. Everybody's human. Everybody's the same. We all started from somewhere, and eventually you can look like them or potentially be as strong as them. Of course, genetics come into play, but man, don't compare yourselves to others. Go to the gym for you, work on you, and eventually you will succeed. Trust. So another one is be consistent. This is super simple. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one just because I've talked about it in a video previous, but being consistent is probably the number one tip on this list. You won't go anywhere without consistency. Consistency applies to every single aspect of your life. Doesn't matter what you're talking about. I'm not just talking about the gym. I'm not just talking about fitness. It applies to every single aspect of your life. If you're consistent, you will do good things, and you will be successful. So the next one is stick to a training program or a split or a regime or whatever you want to call it. Obviously, it's good to throw in new workouts, keep exercising exciting, and try new things that you haven't tried before. Keep things fresh. But I have found it to work super well when you stick to a regime or a program or a split, because when you're doing, let's say, bench, every single time I go and do a push day, I bench. I do a flat barbell bench. I can see every single time I go and bench if the weight's going up, or if the weight is getting easier, or if I'm getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? If I do a different type of benching exercise every single time I go to the gym, how do I really know if the weight's going up, or how do I know if I'm improving in a certain lift, or if I'm getting stronger? I don't, because I'm doing a different exercise every single time. So that's why I'd say, if you don't want to necessarily stick to a regime or program, I just recommend sticking to having at least 1 or 2 lifts that you do every single time you hit a certain muscle. That way you will know if you're getting stronger in that certain lift, even if it's by 5-10 pounds. You know, every single time you'll know that you're progressive overloading and you're improving. So that's my take on that. Next is, change doesn't happen overnight. My younger self used to be so let down when I'd look in the mirror or look at my progress pictures from a few months ago, and I'd be like, man, I really have not made that much progress. Years down the line, I've realized, holy crap, look at all the progress I've made. So basically what I'm getting at is, don't stress so much about getting results. Enjoy the process. Enjoy going to the gym. Try and fall in love with bettering yourself and going to the gym, because once you fall in love with it, you won't even think about it, and then the changes and the hard work that all that hard work that you put in will show through. You will see it. But just take the time. It's not going to happen overnight. There is no magic pill. Sure, you could shove a needle in your ass, but that's not going to, you know, you still even have to work when you do that. So steroids are not the magic pill. They're not the answer. Just work hard, man. You will see the results. It might not come within a month or 2 months or a year, but I promise you, if you stay with it, you keep working, you will see results. Next is, diet is more important than training. This is also probably one of the most important things on the list. Diet is 90%, training is only 10%. You can train as hard as you want, but if you still eat like shit, you're probably not going to see the results that you want. When I was just getting started into lifting, I'd go and lift with like some of my best friends, and then we would go and eat like McDonald's or just some type of fast food after. And like, sure, it's good to treat yourself and have a nice, you know, cheat meal every here and there, but I'm telling you, if you want to make gains, that's probably not the best idea, especially often. But man, it was bad. It was bad. So make sure that you're eating correctly. Diet is super important. Like they say, abs are made in the kitchen. That's 100% true. So make sure you're getting right in the kitchen, and then go train hard in the gym. And then last but not least is training intensity. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory as well. The harder you train in the gym, the better results you'll probably see. If you go into the gym all lackadaisical, you know, slacking off, not giving a fuck, or just going through the motions, chances are you're not going to like the results that you get. You're not going to see the body that you want or the strength gains that you want. If you go to the gym training with a sense of urgency and training with a like a mindset that I'm going to get shit done, I'm going to move some weight around, and I'm going to run 4 miles today, I'm going to run 3 miles, you know, whatever the case may be. If you go in the mindset, if you go into the gym with that mindset, you will get shit done, and I promise you, you'll be training with like more intensity. Another thing that I like to do to help with training intensity is throw in a few sets till failure. You don't need to train every single set till failure, but throw in a few sets till failure. It'll really push your limits and really see how far you can go, see how hard you can push. So that's just my recommendations for that. But besides that, that's pretty much it for the list. Again, hopefully y'all enjoyed everything. I know the montage was a little shorter today. I couldn't record and do everything that I wanted to do in the gym, but that's alright. We just gonna, you know, learn from it, keep on moving. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, like the video. If you like me as a person and want to see some more of me, go ahead and subscribe. And then also leave a comment, because it helps the algorithm. Besides that, that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all next time. See ya.